All right, good afternoon. It is 27 minutes past 1 p.m. What a time to be alive, guys. I'm literally excited. And not because I'm on your favorite show, no. I have some of the bombest people. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anything flies, right? Okay. So I'm here with, I hate to use this word, so I'll say the most recent champs to leave the Big Brother All-Star season. I'm here with Venita.
What's up?
Okay, I'm here with Ange, aka Angel.
You know the vibe.
Oh, hot girl stuff.
Hot girl, you know the vibe.
And the Mr. Soma.
Wow, Gwen was popping.
How are you? I like that you didn't even bother with the Mr. You're like, oh, that's a good title.
I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Now, speaking about not minding, who wants to go first? Because, I mean, it's a party, right? Who's going to go first? Ladies first. Venita and Angel.
Okay, shoot. I'm with you.
Okay. By the way, guys, if you're listening, you can call in. I'm going to open up the phone line shortly. Be kind. All right. Kindness goes a long way. Your faves are in the building. My name is The Big P. It is your home of conversations, information, and entertainment. Lagos Talks 91.3. Venita, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm good.
You know why I'm asking? Because we saw so much happening with you. I felt like at some point you were drained mentally on that show. And it's not your fault. Everyone says in Biggie's house is totally different from the outside world. Yes. I just want to know, I saw different shades of you. I saw you at your happiest with your... And then I saw you like, you know, there were different points where you were so vulnerable, you cried. What really happened in the house?
For me, I let myself go in full.
Okay.
I think it's very important for people to see your rawness. Because that's where relatability comes in. Okay. And to me, it's just too much work to try and be anything else. I think, you know, walking the journey that I have, there are so many layers and there is a kaleidoscope of different facets to me. And, you know, I hope that I related to someone at every point of, you know, every shade of color I gave.
You, to be honest, your journey was pretty relatable. I must give that to you. Now, speaking about something that's relatable, you know, hey, see Angel, so my Venita, let the singles brief. Please don't suffocate them. Like, seriously, seeing you with Adekunle, it was a bit of, I don't want to say it was a rough start. We saw you, you know, snapping at him, but then it blossomed into something beautiful. How did that feel? Going into the house, did you have plans or hopes? Were you optimistic as regards meeting someone who you could share possibly the rest of your life with?
I mean, no, I didn't expect, that's quite a high expectation to be fair. But I was open to, you know, all aspects of, you know, whatever situations came up in Biggie's house. And I feel like for a long time I haven't been very open, and generally not a lot of people know all these different sides to me. So I was like, if we're going to go into All Stars, then I need you to see every point on my star, and I'm going to shine bright. And yeah, let's go. Cutlass on, let's go.
I like that. Now, I know you're friends with Angel and you're friends with Mercy. I personally saw your friendship with Mercy during your season, the original season. And I thought, oh, you know, you came in as a guest housemate, but you bonded with Mercy and Ike till the very end.
Yes, I was a shipper.
Well, I will say that I'm always for friends rooting for one another. So I wouldn't just say you're a shipper. You're an amazing friend. Let's give you that. All right. Now, seeing what happened in this season and that friendship not blossoming as we all expected, what happened?
I think for anything to blossom, you need to take time to water it and nurture it. I think what may have been misconceived is people feel like we were a lot more integrated in each other's lives, which we were not.
Okay.
Most of my time was actually spent with me doing what I wanted to do with whomever I wanted to do with. And I think she equally chose the same. But that doesn't mean that there can't be a level of affection or respect But maybe, you know, everybody was hoping for, I don't know, like a big brouhaha, but, you know. That
but
didn't
possibly
happen.
when she comes out, you just might pick up from where you left off.
I mean, like I said, even in real life, we work together. That brings us together a lot. We do see each other because obviously we're in the same city. But we are not necessarily like intimate friends. So if you do follow her story closely and you watch her shows, you'll get to know who her intimate circle is.
All right.
And, you know, if you see me on, you know, other shows, although I've only been on like 2 other reality shows, you'll hear me make reference to
You're
who
saying
my
only
intimate
2.
friends
Have
is.
we been on 1?
No, well,
I'm
you know, I
joking.
did
You're a
Nollywood
star.
Queens
Man,
and, you know,
that's good.
Techno Commission Boot Camp. So I make reference
Nice.
to that. But yes, so I think people just maybe didn't really understand or forgot that actually, if you're actually following closely, we're not in the inner caucus. But are we cool? Yeah, we're definitely cool.
All right. Now, very quickly, I don't like us to dwell on negativity, but what happened with Doyin and Ilebaye? Because people on the outside felt like you didn't like these two. Was there something you felt they were doing, or perhaps they misunderstood your points? What really happened? Because 1 minute it seemed like you were cool with Baye sometimes, and other times it's like you just couldn't stand her. What really happened?
So I'm very glad that you actually made that point, because there were times we were cool and there were times, you know, we were at odds. That is very normal in Biggie's house, to be very honest. A lot of people were cool sometimes and then at odds. You know, this beautiful queen across me, we also had times where we were cool and then at odds. So
yeah, I'm the beautiful queen.
different people had different ways, you know, that they interacted. But those are 2 people that I didn't really actually spend a lot of time
Getting to
with
know.
at all, you know. One is now a finalist, so I wish her the best of luck.
Oh, I love that. And what about the cream on the crab? Adekunle. Bad boy Dex. Venita, some people felt like I like that you're a strong-willed woman. I don't know your story, but the much I know, you've been through it. You've been through some things in life that had to toughen you, even if it was against your will. Now, you're not one to water yourself down
Not at
for
all.
anyone.
Nope.
And some people felt like, are you too strong a woman for Adekunle? But in the end, I'm going to ask you, I saw you blossom. I saw you happy with him. And now you've left. It seems like he's still trying to, you know, just wrap his head around it all. But he's coming out in less than 2 weeks. Are we going to be seeing, would I say Venade or Adenita? Which one do you prefer?
This Sunday.
All right. So are you hoping to, you know, see how things go positively? Possibly?
I mean, right now, like I did say to you offline, it's been very difficult to even get time to yourself.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing the media rounds. We're in that process. You know, there's not been let me go away and really assess what happened or watch all of this. There has not been that time. And I would like to be considerate to the other finalists and think that they also will come out. There's probably even worse. You know, they would definitely need some time. So I think all of that has to clear first, and then people will decide what they want to talk about and when. And, you know, when more is known, I guess it will probably be apparent. But generally speaking, I'm actually very private. Normally, you don't really know who I'm dating or that kind of thing. You know, and obviously I've not always been single. So I don't, it's even if not, it's not something that I would just, you know, be projecting like, hey, this is whichever, you know.
All right. Wow. Yeah. Venita, I'm happy and I'm hopeful. I like that you were vulnerable. So there's something I used to say. Everyone said, oh, no, she's a tough one. But then you've seen someone be like, you know, just bare themselves to be who they really are. The good times and the bad times. I know we're still going to hear more from you. So I'm coming back to you. But hey, knock, knock. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, it's Barbie.
Hello, Angel. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fine. Angel, I must commend you. I saw growth from your initial season till now. You've blossomed and you've grown. So during your original season, I saw you as someone who was still trying to discover who she really was. And you were pretty much open about your battles, right?
Yeah.
You were open about what you've been through and how, you know, several times you asked yourself, am I really going to get through? However, this season was so more mature and someone who was more sure of herself. You were more certain of yourself, Angel.
Yeah.
How are you? It's good to have you here.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Oh,
I am great.
Okay.
I appreciate you for asking.
You're welcome.
I feel great. I feel content.
Okay, now, Angel, I'm going to come to your other half who's sitting next to you, but let's talk about your journey in the house. Now, coming in, Angel, I saw when, some persons who you weren't expecting to be in the house turned up. I want to know, did you know that certain people were going to be in the house, like Perek, Cross, and all of these people? Did you know they were coming back?
No, I didn't know they were coming back. I mean, I saw some speculations on Twitter at the time about potential All-Stars housemates. I had seen their names on the list.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel like I was more surprised by the 4 people that joined us later on than, anybody else.
Okay, now speaking about joining, I know that you started the show, and one person who was pretty vocal, just like I asked Venita, was Mercy as regards your friendship. You even made mention of the fact that Mercy encouraged you to come for the show.
Yes.
So I want to know, because by the time you were living, it was a bit shaky with that friendship, but I saw you both start out very close. What really happened between you and Mercy?
I feel like if there's anything that I take pride in, it's being an honest person.
Okay.
And I am very straightforward. And obviously, I feel like there was a narrative that I was a big game. Well, it's not a narrative. I actually did play I took the conspiracy bits of the game seriously because I wanted to. And I enjoyed the math. And I enjoyed scheming. And I enjoyed being a plotter. I took the pardon me and, the nominations pretty seriously. And obviously, I was the hot topic in quotation for pardon me because I was the one that campaigned or solicited. But that was based off of I knew I had a circle that I knew outside of the house, and I wanted the pardon me to go around in that circle. And that's how, it started out until obviously myself and Venita got in romantic relationships with men outside of our circle.
Say with your full chest.
I just said romantic relationships now.
No, because I thought there was a pause.
Outside
Don't worry.
of, men in outside of our circle, right?
Yeah.
And when that happened, I'm a very honest person, very straightforward. So at the time, Venita had told me, that we should put Adekunle because she thought that both of them would be up, which is logical. You would want to protect your partner or protect your own is a normal response. And I did exactly that. So for me now to get feedback from Venita saying that Mercy said otherwise and blamed Adekunle not getting it on me, I was really hurt by that because I feel like I started out on the show defending Mercy to the point where when there was a point in time, I think it was the first Sunday live eviction.
Okay.
Where we all thought we were nominated and it was fake. And Ebuka came and said that some of us are acting like fans of other people on the show. I knew that was about me because I know how these fans can be. They don't understand the concept of friendships.
Yeah.
Mercy is my guy outside of the house, right?
Yeah, she said so.
She talks to my mom. We have mutual friends. We hang out together. We go clubbing together. So, of course, if a man, and it's not only specific to Mercy, if a man says something very degrading about a woman, I am going to speak up about it, whether I like it or not, and whether I like that girl or not. I'm just not going to be there while men are being huge misogynists. So it started out like that with the whole EK thing, and I knew I had her back, whether she was there and whether she wasn't there, right? So for Venita to tell me she had said otherwise and kind of implied that I didn't want to put Adekunle and left it to me when she and Fraud and other people had completely disagreed to not putting Adekunle up for pardon me, I was really hurt by that. I felt betrayed. Sorry. And whenever things like that happen, I like to take a step back, right?
To reevaluate your friendships.
Reevaluate my friendships. Okay. And it was a thing where I thought, okay, obviously, Venita and Mercy are close on the outside too. So it's kind of like I was the middle person. And I started to feel almost left out. And it felt and it hurt me because I saw Venita talking to Mercy, talking to Fraud. And it's just but I actually did do this thing. So why are you talking to these people and not me? Eventually though, what I do like is that before I left the house, that Mercy came and apologized for putting that on me, because it wasn't me. I did ask people to do it and they refused, and I hate that it was translated as me. It made me come across as a somehow person, and I would like to believe that this is not 2021 Angel that can be said she's somehow. I mean, we all have our flaws. I'm not saying I'm a perfect human being.
No one is perfect.
But I take pride in being a loyal person, and yeah, that's it for me. But it's no bad vibes between Mercy and I. She apologized, and like I told her, I was like, I was pretty upset, but you're my guy, and my family, you talk to my family, so I don't have any bad blood now. I feel like we sorted it out before I left the house, and I mean, fans are going to push their narratives, and she's going to come out and see those narratives, but it's left to her to decide whether she wants to be friends with me moving forward. But on my end, there's no bad blood. I don't have beef with her. She's still my girl, and yeah, that's it.
It is what it is. All right, now Angel, I like that you said that's it. I want to ask you, we saw you have a little clash with Neo and also with EK, but that with Neo was heated. What really got you pissed off? Because Neo seemed like he was bent and holding his stance, and it provoked you, right? And you were angry. Later on, of course, you mended things. But I want to ask, in the heat of the moment, what came to mind? What triggered you?
Okay, so I feel like I was more upset about that because I had, like I said, gotten feedback from Venita that Mercy had misconstrued what had happened with the Pardon Me.
Okay.
I like Neo a lot. We have a relationship outside of the house.
Okay.
So to hear that, it's like, oh, is everybody lying in the house? Or rather, is everybody that I think is my friend lying in the house? I got really upset about it, and I feel like what even upset me more that he continued lying. Because prior to this, immediately after the nominations, Doyin had asked me, did you nominate me? And I said yes, I did. But it's a different ball game to say that I had a conversation with Soma and that I planned to put Doyin up. I loved Doyin. I feel like I was even one of the few housemates that actually gravitated towards Doyin.
Okay.
So he put me in a certain light, like, oh, I had just finished lying to her. I didn't lie to her. She asked me and I was straightforward. I said, yes, I put you up. And it was a difficult decision for me, and I felt really bad because the person that I originally wanted to put up got immunity. I was going to put up Adekunle, and every other person was my guy. I liked to believe to an extent. But now coming out and seeing different feedback that Neo put me up, whole time I had his back. When people will be like, let's put Neo up, I'll be like, oh, I can't put Neo. Obviously now I see that I should have just left my Doing and I should have just put Neo Jeje. Things played out differently, and I think she could have communicated to me, because Neo had that conversation with her that he was going to put me up, and if she had said that, obviously it would have been Neo immediately, because I'm going to take a girl's side first. But yeah, I was heated because he continued lying, and I don't like when people lie on me. I'm a very honest person. I don't like to lie, and I don't like being lied on. If you ask me something, I'm going to say it, because I know you cannot beat me. So yeah,
and something we can't beat you about, and we can't beat you to, is you and Soma. Angel, I saw you, let me just speak as a lady, I saw you fight back emotions. There were days where it was like, what am I even doing? But one thing I must commend you, Soma, you were steadfast. I mean, I saw when you tried getting Angel to talk, but Angel was like, I'm someone that when I'm not happy, I'm just going to walk away and stay by myself. But seeing how far you both have come, Angel, can you just give us, a little sneak peek on what to expect between you and Soma going forward?
I feel...
You're allowed to blush. 1 minute. 1 minute, 60 seconds blush break.
I feel like, what's it called? I feel like, obviously I gravitated towards him in the house.
All right.
And I feel like he brought a better version of me out. I learned to choose my battles when I started talking to him. Before, I was always ready for a confrontation. But, and we connected, and I do like him. So moving forward, I mean, we're living in the moment without any pressure, hoping that it works. But if it doesn't, and I'm hoping it doesn't, I feel like we're the type to still stay friends. But I hope that it works out. I really do like him. and I know he likes me too. So yeah.
On your mandate, I stand, Angel. I like that. Soma, how are you?
I'm
Good
great.
afternoon. It's good to see you here.
Thank you.
You made mention of the fact that during your original season, you didn't spend much time, so you couldn't show your personality that much. But going in for the Big Brother All-Star season, how was it? The audition, how was this one for you?
This was great. I really had a great time. It felt like a first experience for me this time, because I really did not have any fun moments from the first time I was in the house. I stayed just for 2 weeks, but this time I went all the way, literally, so I had fun, it was back-to-back winning tasks. It was showcasing myself, showing how talented I was, showing how smart I was, it was everything I hoped the game was going to be. Being in the house, it was awesome for me, man. I really had fun. Yeah.
All right. Now, seeing that you had fun, I know you really didn't have issues with housemates. You were just cool, you're doing your thing. But I want to know what happened, the times you tried to get Angel to speak and, she was just, I like that. Some people do not control their temper. I like that. Some people will tell you, if I can't control my temper, I walk away. I don't want to say things I will regret. And she made that clear. However, you weren't having it. I saw you trying to understand that in the dressing room, and White Money saying that, Angel, just making jokes out of, moods and all of that. But in that moment, what was going through your mind? Because you seemed frustrated. I want this so much. But then there seems to be a great wall of China. What was going on in your mind?
First off, I would love to apologize for I know it seemed very bad. It looked very bad the way it was, and some people beg to differ. You might not feel like it was what it is, but some people beg to differ, and I would love to apologize.
Okay.
I'd never hurt Angel or hurt any lady. You understand? But sometimes, you could get really frustrated, and coupled with alcohol is a very bad combo, and
emotions. I understand.
Emotions can run high and just make you act out of character. But for me, like, I really wanted Angel, and I was ready to go to any length to have her. Even if it meant me crawling on, like she would say, using my teeth to cut all the grass in the garden, I was going to do it,
Oh, God, when? All right, now, speaking about that, I want to ask, what was this season about for you? Are you most grateful for the fact that aside winning tasks and, prizes, just finding someone who possibly is the love of your life?
Yeah, of course. Like, that was a great part of my time in the house.
Okay.
She was the person, that I know that, like, if everybody is against me, like,
she was your person.
Back, and she was my anchor. I'll call that, because
You hear that?
For real. See, this my own anger will be if I don't get this Ashrebiu, Venita, Angel, Soma. If I don't get mine. All right. Now, I know I have to let you guys go, but very quickly before you go, if you are listening, you want to say something to your faves, Venita, Angel, and Soma are all here. You can quickly call on any of these numbers, 0809 234 5913. You can call on 0809 222-0913, and the women only line for the ladies, 0809 1913913. You can also call via WhatsApp number 0809-234-5913. All right, guys, before we go, within a minute, can you just tell us what to expect quickly? Because I was so carried away with, what happened in the house. Now we're outside of Biggie's house. We're back to the real world. Thankfully, things are only going to get better from here. I must commend you all. You were formidable. I'm excited you're here. I'm starstruck, but hey, I'm just, home training when I allow us jump.
You 2 years time now.
Amen. Shine, baby.
shine. All the
all
way.
right. What are we going to expect from each of you? I know, Soma, you're an artist. Venita, you've been a model. You've been working. Angel, hot girl, content queen. What are we going to be seeing more of now you're outside of the house?
I want to go into the script writing space, but mostly for maybe commercials.
I was gonna audition for comedy, but
I could do TV shows.
I'll try some of the time.
I could try comedy too. I think I can be funny.
Yes, you're funny.
yeah. I could try comedy as well.
Okay.
And definitely agriculture. I feel like my interest peaked in the house.
Okay.
Because we had plants. Well, I've always been a plant mom, but I think that heightened my interest more. So yeah, and most especially taking a breather, taking my time, and relishing in this newfound love because I'm shocked. So yeah.
We found love in a hopeless place. Soma, what should we expect from you?
Yeah, for me, like it's a lot of things I'm working on.
Okay.
I already put out music a couple of weeks ago while I was in the house. My team did that, and of course acting. I'm going to go into production as well, and then also delve into business because we have to catch that bag
and keep baby looking like baby.
Yeah, God, yo, know this shit.
I should be appeal. Write me a check. Venita, what should we expect from you now you're outside of the house?
I mean, there's already a lot of talks. There's a huge variety to choose from. So, in essence, I will say more bags, more billboards.
Okay.
Definitely more screen time, small and big. I will be launching my own creative consultancy agency, which I need help naming, guys. I really need help naming. So, please find me on social media and definitely give me your suggestions. And, I do have a passion project as well, but that will be later on. And just more life, more stardom. That is what it is. I carry cutlass, so I'm always looking at how to be better and be sharper and maintain excellence in all that I do.
Now, thank you so much. Speaking with you all, you're so down to earth and so talented. For those who want to keep up with you now you're outside of the house, do you mind sharing a way they can get across to you? Probably your social media handles or websites or just anything.
My Instagram is the Angel JB Smith, same as my Twitter, so you can reach out to me mostly on Twitter. I think I talk a lot there, so yeah.
All right. Venita?
I can be found on every space, so you can find me on Threads, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, which is now called X, right? Snapchat as well. You can find me on TV. Like I said, please get acquainted with my work. You can find me in music videos. You can find me everywhere, anytime. I continue to want to be able to create. So guys, stay consistently on this space. Okay,
that's amazing. Uncle in the Lord.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so it's Soma_Apex. That is SOMA_APEX across all social media platforms.
All right.
So hit me up.
All right, and let the money roll in. For those of you who have projects, you want to collaborate with these people, reach out to them. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to be unavailable for just a minute while, we do the huggy picture thing, but I'm going to be back. Do not go anywhere. All right. It remains your number one talk radio station on the planet, Lagos Talks 91.3.
Blessing them without blessing them with the omnipotent.